next. Let's get some Sleaze now with Fram.
Oh, Britney. Britney Spears was seen without her wedding ring amid reports that Sam Asghari is threatening to release embarrassing material if she doesn't renegotiate their prenup. You knew this was happening, Barnes, right?
What the hell is going on? There have been allegations of cheating, right?
Yes, splitting up after a little over a year of marriage. They were together for roughly 6 years before that. Remember?
Yeah, and Dumois, our good friend, reported that the cheating allegations reported by or alluded to by TMZ were completely false, and that this is about money and taking care of her the rest of her life, and this guy apparently is not in that plan.
TMZ reported Wednesday that Sam and Britney had an explosive argument after he allegedly approached her over cheating rumors. Of course, you know, she's denying that, saying people are saying, no, she did not cheat. But it's very interesting now she's not wearing the wedding ring, and now he wants to renegotiate the prenup? I mean, you knew that was going to happen.
But people are all saying this is a complete sham marriage anyway, that he was just there as a ride-along.
Well, there was a cryptic Instagram caption after he filed for divorce that their marriage was, quote, very toxic for a long time. So guess what this is going to be? A he said, she said situation. So just get ready.
When's the last time she put out any new music?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
She does dance a lot on TikTok on a stripper pole, which is very disturbing.
Yeah, she does do that.
Taylor Swift grown into one of the biggest superstars on the planet. So now a new Arizona State University course is digging in on what psychologists can learn from her career. You could take a course, Barnes.
They're not the first. University of Texas, Austin, my alma mater, was the first to do that, sadly.
Did you take the course?
No, it was last year, I believe. I did not go back to pick up.
This is called Psychology of Taylor Swift, Advanced Topics of Social Psychology. It's being offered this fall, taught by a PhD, Alexandra Wormley. Quote, the course is basically using Taylor as a semester-long example of different phenomena: gossip, relationships, revenge. The class is not a seminar on how much we like or dislike her. We want to be able to learn about psychology.
Yeah, it should be about business, too. Business and psychology.
Yes.
Because she kills it in both of them.
I think we should take the course, see if we can take it online. Hey, were you a fan of like the whole Fast and Furious franchise?
Of course.
Fast X. That's the latest one, drops on Peacock September 15th.
And is Elon going to sue him?
How many of those are out there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it says X.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Ed Sheeran was asked if he would ever consider performing at the Super Bowl. You know, the halftime show? That could actually be pretty cheap for the Super Bowl since he could just come out with his guitar. He says there's only one way he would do it. He's on the Andy Cohen show, Deep and Shallow, the podcast. Here's what he said.
There was a conversation a while ago, I think it was when Coldplay did it, of me going on to play Thinking Out Loud, and I think that would be the only way that I would do it, is if I was joining someone else. I think it's an American thing. I don't have pizzazz. Prince, you watch Michael Jackson, you watch Katy Perry, you watch Lady Gaga, you watch Rihanna, you watch Beyonce,
right.
Like all of these amazing performers. I'm just not that. That's not me. I would do it as a guest. And then I could say I did the Super Bowl with...
Hold up. Dude will play a brewery in Atlanta. He'll play the Lego house, but he doesn't think he has enough pizzazz to play the Super Bowl?
I think he's looking at all the extravagant production, like with Beyonce or J-Lo or whatever.
We don't maybe try to not do that and just be you, because he puts on a pretty good show.
I would think he would be phenomenal, quite frankly. Barnes, this is really big news. Talking Heads are going to reunite for a live Q&A in honor of the 40th anniversary of their concert film, Stop Making Sense. This is the first time all four members, David Byrne, Tina Weymouth, Chris Frantz, Jerry Harrison, have actually appeared together in more than 2 decades.
Well,
the conversation is going to be moderated by Spike Lee, taking place at the Toronto International Film Festival, September the 11th, following a screening of the movie. Wow. It's going to be live in select IMAX theaters around the world.
The problems run so deep in that band, and I don't see how, like, the fact that this is happening, put that on the list with REM. Now, REM has been friendly, obviously, but these guys have not been friendly. I would not be shocked to see some performance evolve out of it. Because just the fact that they're talking.
That's what I'm saying. The talking heads are talking.
Yeah.
And all the original members. 2 decades?
That's big.
You're right. There's got to be some kind of performance that happens. It has to. Remember the time we went to the Toronto Film Festival, Barnes?
Yeah, we were in a room with Quentin Tarantino.
It was a good time. Millie Bobby Brown's team censor her social media feed because they want it to be positive for her mental health. She says when she deletes the app anytime from her phone, it makes her feel more positive. Well, I can see that. I mean, social media, it does things with your head.
That's a little much, though, to have a team that vets it for you.
They vet it, and sometimes they just delete it for her.
Well, so what happens when you look at someone else's, in the wild? It just seems kind of weird.
Have you been on an airplane where you see somebody is sitting there like on their Instagram or whatever? Yeah, it's interesting. Then finally, I got this one from the New York Post. Kevin Costner accusing his wife of gamesmanship as messy divorce rages on. What?
I would say yeah.
Of the worst sort. New court documents obtained by people allegedly show that Costner requested an order filed in the court asking the court to compel his wife of 18 years to explicitly answer a number of questions that his attorneys have put to her about their prenup. It always goes back to the prenup, Barnes.
Well,
anyway,
if you're going to sign it, you got to live up to it.
Gamesmanship in a lawsuit refers to the aggressive and strategic acts of creating additional expenses or stress for the other party in order to persuade them to abandon their case or settle for more favorable terms. So there's actually that in a lawsuit.
Save that because we have our divorce expert coming up before 9. We're going to talk about that uncomfortable topic of divorce because I think, to be honest, it'll be helpful to a lot of people to hear from an expert what to do, how to cope.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you just get into a gray fog when that starts and you kind of, you might not have somewhere to turn.
So we'll ask about gamesmanship.
Remember that. Don't forget, Fram.
No. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.
99X.